Hello friends, welcome to my Lazy Day Garden. My name is Cindy and today I'm going to be putting a cover crop in this area right here. And what the deal is, I have enough material, compost and yard waste and stuff to fill and layer my other beds, but not enough to do this one. It's 19 feet by 4 feet. I just added it in July when I realized this is where most of my sun was. So I was trying to come up with a great idea, or any idea, to help add nutrients to the soil and help with compaction and things like that. And I ran across cover crops. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. Here's what I have here. When I put this in July, I've just been using it for containers, but I put down some mulch, or excuse me, some cardboard. Let's see it here. And threw some mulch on top of it, because I was just going to use it for containers. But as you can see, the zoysia has it's just come right up through it. And I have a terrible problem with the zoysia. And it doesn't care whether you put cardboard down or not. So I'm going to pull this cardboard up, and I hate to till, but I'm going to have to lightly till the surface because it's very compacted here. Just going to lightly till the surface, and so I can put the cover crop down and then kind of rake over it a little bit. So hold on a minute and I'll show you what I came up with for a cover crop. So what I found, and I was trying to find something that would work in my area where I live and also not be too much a problem in the springtime. Want to continue growing. And I have to deal with it then. So I tried to get something that was a winter kill, and that when it does come up in the spring, you can kill it by just running a lawnmower over it or a weed whacker. So what I come up with is this blend. Let's see what it says. It's Hairy Vetch, Crimson Clover. I got the shakes in my hand for some reason. Hairy Vetch, Crimson Clover, peas, and oats. And it says great for use in garden and growth plots. Nitrogen asphyxiant, improves and protects soil, great green manure, compost, mulch, provides weed suppression and erosion control as well as soil fertility and health. High biomass, adds organic matter to the soil and attracts honeybees. So just simply tilling my soil and putting compost in it this year was not helping my soil very much. You see those tomato cages along that other bed over there? I can't even get them out of the ground. I mean, they're in there like cement. So I'm going to have to dig them out. What I need is something that will go down the soil, add nutrients to it, and I'm actually going to add some radish, some Japanese radish. I haven't got it yet, but I'm going to add that too because it'll break up some of the compaction. But that's what I have to do today. So, as I said, I'm going to take the cardboard off. I can use it in these two other raised beds here. And I'm going to just lightly till the surface and put the seed in and lay some straw over it. So that's what I'm doing today. You all do know that I'm not like a master gardener and everything, right? I really haven't worked with earth gardens very much, but I'm having a lot of fun, and this is what it's all about for me, is having fun. So it may take a while to get these beds the way I want them. I mean, like a couple of years, but I have to do something because the soil the way it is just isn't working. I mean, I'm getting vegetables, but I'm not getting big vegetables in abundance of them. And I'm new at this, and I'm having fun just playing with it all and just having myself a good time. So I'm not taking any of this horribly seriously, but at the same time I want to grow some nice big vegetables because that's fun too. So I'm going to get to it, and it's going to be 90 degrees again today. And I did a video the other day and I just pooped out on it halfway through. I was layering the beds. I might put it up in part 1 and part 2. I was layering these beds over here and it's just so hot and humid. It just drained me. So the sun isn't here over in this area yet, so I want to get the ground tilled, and it shouldn't be too hard to throw some seeds down. That's easy enough. And get this before the sun hits this area over here. So I will be back after I get that all done. Hopefully it won't take too terribly long. Oh, and while I'm doing it, this is the bed over here that I was going to do as a wood chip bed, but I was thinking while I was at it, to add nutrients below the wood chips, that I would also throw some cover crop in here. And while I have the tiller out, I may as well hit it. I'm trying this morning just to dig the tomato cases out. Surprised anything grew, but I did throw compost in the holes and stuff. But the peppers were in here and they did fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some of this cover crop in there, and then when it dies out later I'll throw the wood chips over it. Okay, I'm going to go get to it now. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I've got it done. When I was trying to pull up the cardboard, it was pretty much decayed underneath the mulch, so I went ahead and tilled on top of that and just took out the bigger chunks that I found. So we got that all done, and I did the other bed in the back there too. So I might have overseeded it. Who knows? I guess I'll find out. I didn't tell you the other reason I'm doing all this is I didn't want to have to buy a lot of stuff and haul it over here and put it on all the beds and everything like that. I'd rather just kind of work with the soil I have, or build up with the compost and stuff I have available to me, whatever's available in my yard. So anyway, it's really hot, and so hot that my gardening buddy Sam meowed to be let inside, so that's kind of unusual. He is kind of an old guy though. Anyway, I'm going to come back in a couple of days, and we'll see. It should come up in a few days. It's going to drop down in the 70s tomorrow, and we're supposed to get rain this weekend, so I'll keep watering this in and everything, and hopefully this will pop up in 3 or 4 days. According to what I read, it shouldn't take long for it to come up. Well, anyway, I'm going to water this all down now, and thanks for joining me in my garden today, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.